Konnichiwa, Guan, this is Cardi Medu. Nothing but good vibes, keeping it real too. We do reactions, gaming, everything. Like, share, and subscribe, and let's do this thing. Konnichiwa, Guan, Karimeru here. It's Halloween season. Yeah, literally love Halloween season, love my horror movies and all of that. Why don't I do a top 5 horror movie villains for you lot and the reasons why? So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Alright, kicking off with number 5. It's a bit of a troll one, but it's not at the same time, because the movie is not that great, but I just love the movie, innit? Ricky from Silent Night, Deadly Night. Now, what's amazing about this horror movie villain? He's in a really bad movie, but it's good trash, basically. And he's just an overpowered guy. If you don't know the meme, it's Garbage Day. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah? And this movie is insane. It's the second movie where Ricky appears, right? And you don't even need to watch the first movie. Literally just watch the second movie and it shows you everything that happens in the first movie. But yeah, so for pure comedy reasons, Ricky is at number 5. My 4th favourite horror movie villain is gotta be Freddy Krueger for me. Literally his whole backstory and everything, you know, him being like a caretaker. He basically kills people in their dreams. So if you're asleep, Freddy Krueger can get you basically. He's from the movies Nightmare on Elm Street, and he's just unique, you know what I mean? Like, there's not much else to say. He's unique. He's got his own, you know, flavour, and yeah, he's, for as far as I know, he's the only horror villain that kills you in your sleep. So yeah, and obviously his design's pretty cool as well. So yeah, Freddy Krueger's at number 4. Number 3 is Pennywise, but the newer version. So Pennywise from 2017. It was hard to pick out of the two because I couldn't have them both on the list, but I think the newer 2017/2020 version of Pennywise is like just scarier than the original one. If you're scared of generic clowns, you'll probably find the older one scarier, but for me, this newer Pennywise was a lot scarier. The way the actor was so good, the way he could do his eyes, like he could do this thing with his eyes where his eyes look the opposite way and stuff, and it was just weird, man. But yeah, like Pennywise is just a good villain in general. So his whole thing is he basically can turn into any of your fears, basically. So he'll conjure himself up in the image of the thing you fear most. But obviously his normal form is obviously the clown. So yeah, Pennywise, literally my favorite, and I'm a big fan of clowns. I'm someone who actually likes clowns. So yeah. Number 2 has to be Mike Myers. Now, if this was a top 5 list of greatest franchises or best horror villains rather than favorite, he would be number 1. His movies are top notch. He's got the best horror movies of all time. The original one is the scariest horror movie I've ever seen in my life. Literally, the way it starts, you see him as a kid, and he basically kills his sister. Yeah, and it's just insane. So yeah, Myers is just different, man. Like, he's just a solid villain, horror villain. And what's great about him is he don't make no noise, he don't make any sound. He literally just will follow you, walk towards you, and that's it. And he does this thing after he's killed someone, he'll lean his head to the side like that. So yeah, very unique, and he always gives me the chills watching him. Yeah, so Mike Myers is my 2nd favourite horror villain of all time. Now, number 1, kind of bait due to my t-shirt, but it's Chucky from the Child's Play franchise. Now, like, Chucky's not the scariest of horror villains, obviously, but just the fact he's a doll, and Charles Lee Ray, which is obviously the person who goes into the doll. He's a serial killer, and what I love about him is just how aggressive he is. Like, obviously, out of all the horror villains, literally Chucky is the most aggressive, and he gets them. Like, he has the shortest fuse out of all of them. So he'll swear, cuss you out, all sorts, and he's quite funny. He's a funny little guy. Literally, he he literally just, he always has like one-liners and stuff. But yeah, no, as a whole, and obviously right now I'm actually watching the series as well. So I'm a big fan. Watch all the Child's Play movies, everything. I just love Chucky as a villain. I think he looks sick, and yeah, he's just epic, man. What can I say? Like, he's just the best in my opinion. As I said before, he's not the scariest, but he's got a big impact, and I think I'd say he's the most iconic in my opinion. You know what I mean? Obviously everyone's got to have their own opinion, but just in the sense of how his personality is, obviously his voice actor Brad Dourif, like, is amazing at what he does. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, anyway people, that's it. Hope you liked my quick list of horror villains that are my favourites. Let me know if you're into horror and who your favourite horror villains are, or the ones that scare you the most, whichever. And yeah, just everyone, if you're out partying today or tomorrow night, enjoy it, you know what I mean? Happy Halloween to everyone that's celebrating it. Yeah, and much love. Until the next video, peace out.